Hello everyone, weather's a bit rubbish today, so I'm stuck indoors. I can't go out and film because it's raining and windy, so I thought I'd show you some of the interesting things I've found over the years. I'll start off with when my mum and dad used to live in Lincolnshire. I used to go up there to visit them, and I used to go out walk in the fields and in the countryside and everything, and this is some of the things I found there. So when I was out walking the fields, I started to find bits of pottery, and it looked like really old pottery, and on closer research it was in fact Roman pottery. So what I did is I found out which farmer owned the field and got permission to metal detect it. So I went back to metal detect it, and I found some amazing things. I mean, I can't begin to describe how it feels when you find ancient Roman things. I mean, I've read about the Romans and I've seen, them in films and on TV, but to actually find them, the excitement, it's just like being a kid at Christmas. It's that kind of excitement inside of finding something like this. So yeah, I found a few coins, a few Roman brooches, as you can see here, a Roman hairpin. I mean, that's a really nice item. Roman stylus, or I should say the nib of a Roman stylus, what they used to write in wax tablets with. Out of the coins, I'd say this one's my favourite. It's just a little portrait and everything on it. I mean, it's just something else, that. But yeah, so amazing and interesting what's out there. I also found these two items which are made of lead and sort of coin sized. I found out these were old pub tokens. These are probably 200 or 300 years old, so yeah, fantastic. So I've not actually done any metal detecting for a good few years now. I might do some more in the future. At the moment it's just gathering dust, well, except for a bit of air guitar now and again. So you don't necessarily need a metal detector to find interesting stuff. These three items here I found on the tops of fields without a metal detector, just what I spotted. That there, it's an old lead cloth bag seal, probably 200 or 300 years old. That there, it's not in good shape, it's a bit broken, but it's actually a Tudor silver coin. That was amazing finding that. It had just been raining, and it was a bit shiny against the black soil and stood out, so yeah, I was well chuffed when I found that. This one here, I think, is a flint arrowhead. I'm not positive, and I've not verified it yet with a museum, but I'm pretty certain it's a flint arrowhead. But if not, hey, doesn't matter, does it? Some of you might be thinking, yeah, it's all well and good finding cool things and going exploring cool places if you live in the countryside or somewhere like that. But the good news is, I used to live in a really rough area just outside Manchester city centre, and I still managed to go out and explore and find interesting things, historical things, so I'm going to share that with you now. In fact, I've got so much of this stuff that I found right in the city centre. I can't show it you all, it'll take ages. But yeah, city centre finds. So yeah, these old clay pipes, there was loads of them in the banks of an old river near Manchester city centre. No one else was interested in the area, so it was just me finding them. I used to take my daughter when she was about 7, and she used to love coming with me and finding stuff like this. My daughter found this one. She spotted this, the old skull and crossbow, and I think it's the 17th 21st Lancers regimental emblem on that clay pipe. And you've got these various figures from the time period on pipe bowls. You got this, some sort of Royal Association of Bisons or something like that. This is my very favourite played pipe. It's this really weird, creepy hand holding a bowl, but yeah, I love that one. These would have all had really long stems on them at the time. I found hundreds of pipe bowls there. Also hundreds of these old vulcanised bottle stops. That's Holt's. Holt's is a beer top. They've all got various markings and designs on. Interesting. This is R White's, which I guess was lemonade, slightly different design. And this one, it's got war grade on, which I imagine was the First World War, like the bubbles for pop, I guess. But yeah, found loads of those sorts of things. So even in the roughest sort of city urban areas, there's still stuff you can find if you explore. So yeah, cool stuff. I used to like digging up old Victorian bottles. That's quite interesting. I used to have hundreds, but when I split with my ex-wife, I lost a lot of old bottles. But I kept a few, so I'll show you a couple of ones of what I'm talking about. So these are all old bottles I've dug up. The Victorian cod, which is these bottles that they had a marble stopper in. Not that many of them survived because the kids at the time used to smash them when they were empty to get the marbles out to play with. But yeah, I love those cod bottles. And this is it's an old stoneware bottle. I used to have ginger beer in these a lot, or mineral water or pop of some sort. This one's got a nice design on. But yeah, they're interesting to find as well. So hopefully that explains a bit more of what I'm interested in, and hopefully inspires you to go out there on adventures finding things when you're out and about. But that about wraps it up for today. So hopefully on the next video I'll be out and about myself. So until then, take care and thanks for watching. Bye.